Hey, bitch, it's JB, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now let's get into a quick chat. First up on the quick chat is Young Thug and Gunna. These two guys recently collabed on an album, but it looks like they collabed on something completely different, and they did something for the good cause of the people of Georgia. So let's go ahead and get into this article from the Book of Complex. It says, Young Thug and Gunna post bail for 30 inmates at notoriously overcrowded Georgia jail. The article goes on to say that Young Thug and Gunna were able to get 30 inmates released that were actually stuck in jail on minor charges because they weren't able to make the bail. So they decided to go ahead and do it. They said they woke up and went to the jail with the lawyer, the DAs, and the prosecutors, and the bonding companies, and just got as many people out as they could. The Young Stoner Life Records founder also expressed disgust with examples of incarcerated individuals whose bail amounts were set at extremely high amounts for minor offenders. I think it's awesome that they were able to go down there and relieve some of those people. Yeah, if you have like a minor charge, depending on what those charges are, and I'm not sure what are some minor charges, but if you have minor charges, you shouldn't have to sit in there forever just because you can't make bail or something like that. You know, they should be able to maybe make a payment plan or something. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest. I've never been locked up, so I'm not sure how that process goes, but if any of you guys know, definitely chime down below. But the moral of the story for me is shout out to them. You know, a lot of times we hear about things that the rappers are doing in the communities, and not all of it is good, right? So it's great to hear when rappers are out here doing good things, and I think they should be reported on more when they out here doing some good things for the community. So shout out to them. I know those 30 inmates are appreciative. From my understanding, they also took those same 30 people, and I believe they put them in their music video or something like that. So they were able to do a few things with those people once they got them out of jail. So I think that's awesome, and congratulations to them and good luck. Next up on the quick chat, let's talk about Shaunie O'Neal, okay, and Basketball Wives. Now, you guys know they recently put out a Pool Pie Season 9 of Basketball Wives. Once it was over, I know I began to question, hey, do you think this is going to be the final season? Although the numbers of Basketball Wives dropped dramatically, I still did not believe that it was going to be the final season at all. They may move to a different state. They may try some things different. As you see that Shaunie moved down to Texas, she may try and open up a Basketball Wives there, but I just did not see it being the end. Well, Shaunie actually took to her IG Live, and she was having conversations with one of her good friends, and she ended up releasing and letting everybody know that that was not the final season, and there shall be another season of Basketball Wives. When we should be expecting it, IDK, but Shaunie was letting the people know, for all of you guys that thought Basketball Wives was canceled, that is indeed false, and that is not the case. But hey, we just gonna see. I don't know if people are gonna continue to boycott the show until you guys finally get canceled, or what's gonna happen, but I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about it. Do you think that you're gonna actually tune in for the next season? Did you tune in for the last season, or are you completely done with Basketball Wives, you know, as a whole, and you won't be watching the show at all? Last season was pretty piss poor with how they had all the ladies in one house and nobody, i.e. Shaunie, not willing to go over and have the sit down conversation that OG deserved to have with her. She went on to send her minions over there to OG, and things just didn't work out. So you would have thought her as an executive would have took the time that needed to be taken and say, hey, I'm the one in charge, you know, I'm running the show. If you guys aren't getting through to her, maybe I can, let me go and sit down and have a talk with her, versus the other way around. But all in all, the show did not get many views at all from the last season, so we'll see how long it's going to take them to bring a new season, and we'll see what it's gonna be. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think. I don't see another season coming out this year, maybe next year, but I feel like they may take a break just to let things die down even more. And they probably did that last season just so OG can fulfill her contract, so they can put out a piss poo season and go ahead and get her on her way out of the show. So I don't understand the reasoning, but again, like I said, I don't really see a season coming up to us this year. We shall see. It's TBD, to be determined, but I could definitely see them trying to bring the show back next year. Leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll go ahead and move on. Next up, let's talk about Trey Songz. Okay, Trey Songz will not be facing any charges for the physical altercation that took place at the Kansas City Chiefs game. The article reads that Trey Songz was arrested after he got into a physical altercation with a police officer at a Kansas City Chiefs game on January 24th. The incident, which was caught on video, apparently happened because Chiefs fans complained to security guards saying Trey wasn't following the stadium's COVID-19 guidelines put in place by the Kansas City Health Department. So he was not walking around with his mask on. A lot of people started to complain, which then brought the officers over there to him. They had some type of exchange, and y'all know with Trey Songz, can't nobody tell him nothing because he's that dude, okay? He's that dude, honey. So nobody could tell him anything. And so, hey, he got into an argument with the officers. I believe they locked him up, and then he was later released shortly thereafter. But hey, a few months later, we see that he's not going to be charged. So I guess it's congratulations and good luck. Let's move on. Now, we just talked about Trey Songz not wearing his mask at the time and almost being charged for that. Although he was arrested for it, he was never charged for it, and he will not be facing any charges moving forward. Well, it looks like Trey Songz is going to be a very happy person along with many other people out here in America, okay? As the president has come out and said fully vaccinated people can go outdoors without a mask. However, there are a few stipulations. Yeah, you can go without a mask, but in certain places, you're still going to be required to wear your mask, especially when you go into larger groups. What the number count is for smaller groups versus larger groups, I'm not necessarily sure, but that is what's being put out there. So if you are a person that's been fully vaccinated and you have decided that you don't want to wear that mask, honey, in certain areas when you with your good Judies out to eat or whatever, then congratulations to you, honey. For the most part, I don't necessarily care if anybody has or has not gotten vaccinated. I feel as though you should be able to get what you're gonna get. You don't have to, or not get what you don't want to get. Don't blast it to the entire world. You don't have to. You know, your business is your business if that's what you want, and nobody should make you feel any type of way about that. Well, it looks like a private school is announcing that they will not hire people who have been vaccinated, unfortunately. Then they try to turn around and backpedal. Let me go ahead and read this article, and it's coming from the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Leila Sittner, co-founder and CEO of the Sittner Academy, recently shared some false COVID claims on her Instagram page and basically went as far as telling her own staff that they aren't allowed to work there if they get the vaccine. She says, "It is our policy to the extent possible not to employ anyone who has taken the experimental COVID-19 injection until further information is known." Once again, in my opinion, I don't believe that anyone should be discriminated against, whether they got the vaccine or whether they did not get the vaccine, because we walk around all the time and a lot of us don't get the flu shot, whereas some people do get the flu shot, you know. But I feel like America thrives on dividing people, from the racial issues to what your religion is and what you believe in, to your political party, honey, to your private school from your public school. It's just so much stuff. Do we have to really divide people when it comes down to the vaccines? Do we have to do that? Let's not. I think it's definitely unfair to fire people or to have them go take the virus, but if they take the virus, they can't return until a certain time, and even when they try to return, their job may not be available. I don't think that's fair at all. So to me, essentially, you're kind of firing them once they leave, but you're trying to make it seem like they're making the decision on their own to do that. So if they try to file unemployment, it'll be like, hey, you chose to do that. We didn't tell you to do that, you know, so that's on you type of thing. And I just disagree with that. Just because they chose to do what they need to do for their family or what they deem to be the best thing for them and their family, which was to get vaccinated, I don't think they should be able to go without a job or anything because of that. And I also don't think that people should not be hired because they chose not to get the vaccine. So I think that is very unfair for this to be a school that's private and surrounded around Christianity or whatever their belief is, you know, they would take such measures. So I completely disagree with that. And if I was one of them teachers and she tried to play me like that, baby girl, it's a whole suit up in this BIT. But those are just my thoughts. You know, you guys chime down below and let me know if you understand her perspective and where she's coming from. If you've been vaccinated, no, you should not be able to come back and work at the job. Or if you're thinking kind of like me, whether you've been vaccinated or you haven't, it should not matter, okay? It should not matter. We need each other to survive, right? I think. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. More talk about COVID, but this time it's quite different. So a Florida family allegedly profited over $1 million after selling thousands of bottles of bleach marketed as the COVID cure. First of all, y'all, what the fuck? Who taking? It was y'all President Trump, wasn't it? It was Trump, wasn't it? He's the one that told people. Was it him that told people to drink bleach, honey? IDK, I can't remember. Let me go ahead and read this story from ABC News. A Florida man and his 3 sons were accused of selling tens of thousands of bottles of bleach that were marketed as a miracle cure for the coronavirus and other illnesses. Mark Greenan and his sons, Jonathan, Jordan, and Joseph, were accused of fraud and violating civil court orders instructing them to stop selling the fake cure. So they told y'all to stop, but y'all still out here doing it because that's what y'all want to do, because that's just how y'all is. Okay, cool. The group called the cure the Mineral Miracle Solution. Girl, if y'all don't get the... Okay, Mr. Greenan fought hard to continue the sales after being told to stop by law enforcement. Okay, the family manufactured the solution in a backyard. The solution was marketed and sold as a cure, all for cancer, autism, diabetes, and other disorders and diseases. According to the documents, child, what the fuck? This is crazy to me. This is crazy. I've never known bleach to be used for anything aside from cleaning your house and cleaning your clothes, your white clothes. Y'all let me know if y'all heard anything else about bleach, because I've never heard that before, okay? They had a massive jump in revenue from an average of $32,000 a month to $123,000 a month. Who was buying these products? Who were these people? After they began marketing the solution in March of 2020, their sales continued to increase. Baby. Whew, I don't know what y'all down there doing in Florida, honey. The family has sold more than 28,000 bottles, earning more than $1 million. I feel like sometimes it's so easy to goop people when it comes to health. It's so easy to goop them with the one-day detoxes, sometimes the 5-day detoxes. Yeah, I mean, you probably gonna lose a little something because you backed up, yeah, but you also got to continue to work out, you know. And that's the same thing for like cancers and a lot of other things. Sometimes it just requires people to just eat a bit healthier. But everybody wants the easy way out. They want the easy routine. That I don't want to work out. Let me go ahead and go and fly to another country to get this surgery type thing. Oh, I'll just drink this over here. I believe at one point, like back in the day, I think I was watching Pose, and Pose, their whole thing was with people that had HIV, they had to eat so much of butter. I said, how the fuck butter finna cure AIDS and HIV? How they finna do that? What kind of stuff is that? You know, but this was like back in, I believe, the 80s or whatever. So it's like people have always wanted an easy way out. But I feel like when you work hard in the beginning, it could be a little easier for you a little later on, you know, but they want an easy fix. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to say sorry for y'all. And I don't want to say good luck, but that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. You know, I don't want to say whatever you guys get from whatever, I don't want to say whatever the results are that you guys get from this you deserve. You don't deserve that because you've been conned. But I will say, just do your research, man. Just do your research. Just know the ins and outs. And that's another thing. People don't like to do the research on their own. You know, they rather pay somebody else to do that research for them because they just don't want to do it. And you just don't know what a person is providing you with. You don't know what they're giving you. You don't know the background of nothing. You can't find this information being accurate from way back in history. You can't find no books. Okay, this was the right thing. This type of thing cured stuff. Go find them history books then. Because, you know, you put it in a book, a lot of people ain't gonna read it and they ain't gonna never find it. They just gonna rely on the words of what they hear somebody else say. So go and find it somewhere else, honey. Go look in a book. It's in a book. Take a look. Reading Rainbow. Okay? That's all y'all have to do. But don't be sitting up here getting gooped by these people talking about some bleach. What was y'all doing? Was y'all drinking the bleach? Was y'all mixing it in a little Kool-Aid or something like that and y'all was drinking it? Or was y'all just like mixing it with some cream or something and applying it to your body? Like, what the was that about? Was you putting it in the tub and everybody was sitting in the tub? Did you shower with it? What was this solution supposed to do? Somebody please clue me in because I don't know. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So it looks like Redman, according to the Jasmine brand, Redman is set to star as Method Man's brother in season 2 of Power Book 2 Ghost. Excited Excited. That's all I have my words on. Excited. First of all, I had a dream about Method Man the other day, and I don't know what happened. Maybe it was last night. I'm not sure, but he was talking about something about his music, and I was like, no, you're an actor, because that's what you do, okay? Period. And you fire with it, you know? And that's so funny that he popped up in my dream, and here it is, I'm seeing this story. So yeah, I think that's pretty dope, because I think he's a really good actor, and I have not seen Redman act. I feel like since How High? I think that was the last movie they were in together, but I'm super excited for this. I think it's gonna be really dope, but I wonder what type of brother he's gonna be. Is he gonna also be like one of those brothers that's successful as well, who also has like a law firm himself, maybe in another state or something? Is he a judge, or is he like one of those thugs? I kind of don't want to see Redman as no thug. I don't. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I don't really want to see Redman as a thug, because I feel like that's his persona. We already see that. I want to see this man in a suit and a motherfucking tie. What's tea? What's going on? Okay, is he gonna be a private investigator? Like, what is he gonna be? Is he gonna be a professor or something? He happens to be, you know, the brother to Method Man. Like, what is that gonna be? That's what I'm excited to see, what his character is going to be. But I pray that, come on, Courtney Kemp, girl, you know how we do. You know, sometimes you miss the mark, girl, but we here, we see each other. Okay, let us pray that he's going to be a suit and tie type of dude. With Method Man. I don't want to see him in jail with no orange suit on. I don't want to see him as a thug out here robbing people in the game and stuff. I don't want to see that. I want to see that. I want him to be ruthless like Method Man is, but I also want to see him in a suit and a tie. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure that out, girl. Get to it quick, okay? I'm going to go ahead and move on while you're thinking about it, okay? Thank you. Y'all, I'm back. I thought I was moving on, but I'm back. See, listen. He is going to be playing his older imprisoned brother. Bitch, Courtney, you still have time to fix this, okay? Because last season, y'all was able to stop in the middle of the damn season and write up some more SHI and then get back to filming. So I'm gonna need you to go back and rewrite it. I don't know if he needs to, I don't know if he was educated and he went down for fraud or something like that because he was sneaky about it. But when he come out of prison, I want to see him still being like a businessman or something, girl. And Redman, you better stop taking these mother roles as a thug. How you gonna evolve if you keep taking roles like this? I mean, you ain't even been in a whole lot of roles, but I'm just saying though, because I don't like this. But y'all figure it out anyway, like I said. Moving on. Let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, honey, okay? Let me tell y'all something. Martell Holt was like, listen, I looked at my wrist, I got time today. And I'm crossing the line today, period. Do you hear me? She got on her money bag, and she went in on Mr. Martell. Absolutely, that went down, okay? Let me go ahead and read the post that caused Melody to go woo-hoo. It's a picture of Martell with his baby girl, Milani, the last child that Melody and Martell have together. It looks like he's dropping her off at preschool or daycare or whatever school that she's about to head off to. So his caption reads, Daddy does all he can for his 5 troopers, but today is my little girl Milani's first day of school. Hugs and kisses to this little girl who's looking at Daddy like, you don't think you about to be leaving me here, do you? Daddy saw each one off the same way. So 4 down and 1 to go. Hashtag daddy's girl. Hashtag father. Hashtag love life. Hashtag enjoy life. Let's go. So that's the post that set Melody all the way off. Now the key part of that post was 4 down, 1 to go, announcing that, yeah, I do have another child out here that I'll be making sure gets into school just fine. So this is what Melody had to say when she saw that post. Melody says, and the disrespect continues. So let World War X begin. When you want to admit to the world that you father a child while you're married, do not have my child sitting on your lap. You have no coot. Announce that with your own photo shoot with your new baby. Y'all better pray for me today because God knows I'm so over the disrespect. Hashtag still a piece of SHIT. Hashtag ain't did SHIT for my kids in months. She goes on to write in the caption saying, announce your affair-born child on your own time, not with my daughter. You know, the one who you refused to help with after I had her, the one you refused to see on her first birthday, the one you got nothing for Christmas? Yeah, her. Photo shoots ain't expensive. Have your own photo shoot with that child and its mother to make your announcement unless you ashamed. Yeah, I know our family shoots used to be the bomb. Mel goes on to say, I really try to stay on my grind and mind my own business, but ladies and wives, for a person to continue to let one of their mistresses blatantly disrespect you and then to think he can slap you in the face too and claim to do all he can for his kids. But where's my $17,000 though? Why am I keeping utilities on at his house because my kids are there at times, and the school you dropping her off at, I paid for that? It's just a no and enough for me. With the putting on, like I said, World War X, you ain't even sat down and told your children conceived in marriage that you have an outside child, but you gonna confirm it on the internet? Holding my youngest child? Get the f out of here, honey. Stop with the clown moves. And let me be clear for my mellometers. Please don't take this as I'm mad that he finally acknowledged his other child, because I'm not. But I'm upset that he did it, and of course getting negative comments under a picture with my child on his lap. Don't use my daughter as a photo op to come out and acknowledge you're a fair-born child. P.S. There's no need to be waiting on me because this package doesn't have a return address. So ain't no coming back. Ain't no us moving away to get away from it all. Ain't no I'll just pay child support to the one. None of that. Okay, so obviously there were a few things in this message that stuck out to me. One of them being, for a person to continue to let one of their mistresses blatantly disrespect you, one of that right there, one of. So Martell has had multiple women that he's cheated with. Okay, this woman was just a woman he continued to go back to over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so that stuck out. And then the $17,000, girl, what the hell is costing $17,000? What he owe you $17,000 for? Was it a deal that y'all closed or something like that? Then she still got these utilities on at the house. Now, I don't think that's fair. I don't know if Martell is like tapped out, he don't got no coins or something like that, and she's like, okay, fine, I'll make sure the bills are paid for the rest of the year or something, or the next 6 months while my children are over there, but you're gonna have to figure it out and get it together. So that was a very, very interesting to me as well. You got this lady over here paying this money, and then you still out here throwing disrespect. And then the final thing for me was when she said, so it ain't no coming back. Ain't no us moving away to get away from it all. Ain't no I'll just pay child support for the one. None of that. She also goes on to post text messages of how he was still trying to be with his ex-wife. He still wants to be with the mother of his kids. And Ariane just sitting over here just like silly as hell. She puts on social media something saying, oh, did you think he was not going to claim our kid? What was you thinking? And it's like, first of all, ma'am, her beef ain't even with you. It's not even with you or about you, but you want to be relevant so bad, and it's sad, okay? Now, you are a pretty girl, but girl, okay? Let this lady say what she gonna say to the man that she was married to for multiple years, okay? Let her go in on her baby daddy as she see fit. She ain't say your name, she ain't address you. She said she just called you a mother. That was it. She hasn't spoke, she ain't say nothing. Okay, so you make yourself look bad, and then you want to be mad at Mel when Mel don't even open her mouth about you, for real, for real. If anything, she does what women are supposed to do. When your man cheating, a lot of people like to take it up with the woman. No, Mel has been taking all her SHI up with the man, which was Martell in this situation. But then you have mistresses that are disrespectful, still coming out, having SHI to say, what, did you think that he wasn't gonna claim our kids? Bitch, nobody gives a fuck what this man does. But obviously you do. Meanwhile, she's posting receipts showing that this man's still trying to get with her, and these are recent things. And then what do? She goes and she posts her call log showing how, I'm assuming it's Martell because she has MH, and he's just calling her back to back to back countless of times, and just calling her. That's not telling us anything, because we knew he was calling you when he was in a marriage. So that don't mean SHI nor T. And we've seen how Martell moves on TV. We see how he moves, okay? Martell is fake. Let's get that out the way. He's fake. He go over here, portray this way, and then he go over there and portray another way. So that's exactly what he's doing to Ariane, and he's going to continue to do that to her, because that is the basis of their relationship. She accepted the grounds of what he was already giving her, so I highly doubt he's going to upgrade her to another level. If he does do that, it's because he's tired of being lonely. He just want to have a wife, but exactly what he did to Melody, he's going to turn around and do that to you, and that's a fact. Okay, so if he doesn't marry her at a later time, he's either not going to get married, or he's going to upgrade and move on to another woman that's going to be okay with accepting him and his 5 kids. In my opinion, I mean, I'm glad he did speak to Steve Harvey, because that's definitely a Steve Harvey situation. For sure, for sure. So when he got with Marjorie, Marjorie was okay with all the kids he had because she also had kids. And whoever he was messing with in the middle, they ain't gained nothing. And then the first wife he was with, yeah, he left her. Probably was cheating on her with the other lady. The other lady didn't really gain much in the situation. And then here it is. He done got with Marjorie later on down the road. So that's what it is that I'm thinking. Like, he's moving in the same capacity as Steve Harvey. And then later on, we're going to see Martell drop a book talking about how to keep a man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Okay? We're going to see him dropping books trying to educate people when he ain't really talking about nothing to continue to make himself relevant. But, okay, then, girl. But, you know, that's y'all's situation. You over here being mad with Mel. Don't be mad at Mel, girl. Be mad with you. All right? So, I have no issues with Mel going in. Mel has been restraining herself as much as she can. But this time she went in, she let have. And shockingly, I have not seen Martell actually respond or say anything. That's shocking. Okay? But it's also TBD. But that's all I got for the quick check. I want you guys to leave your thoughts and comments down below about how you felt about everything that I had to say today. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.